Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Hazleton police received a tip last week that led to the arrest of a man allegedly selling drugs behind a Broad Street restaurant. Officers responded to the 400 block of West Broad Street last Thursday after receiving a call about a suspicious person in the area. There, they found 41-year-old Anthony Maffei. They stopped to speak with him, but he refused to follow orders. He was allegedly found to be in possession of over 800 packets of suspected heroin, cash, and drug paraphernalia. He was charged with possession with intent to deliver and taken to Luzerne County Prison for arraignment. Staying in the city, state police uncovered a marijuana growing operation last Thursday in Hazleton. A search warrant was issued at 318 East 1st Street, where 40-year-old Kyle Dixon resided. Police found an active marijuana growing operation that included 11 plants along with growing lights. They also found suspected cocaine, meth, and a semi-automatic pistol reported stolen from West Virginia. A 5- and 10-year-old were also in the house when the warrant was executed. Dixon was charged with possession of a prohibited firearm, receiving stolen property, and child endangerment, along with numerous other charges. He was unable to post bail and taken to prison. It's been nearly 4 years since Donald Bachman was gunned down outside his home on Willow Street in Wilkes-Barre. Now, his stepdaughter has entered a guilty plea for her involvement in the 49-year-old's death back on May 1st of 2015. 26-year-old Kendra Diaz was charged by police and entered a guilty plea today of solicitation to commit homicide after allegedly hiring someone to kill Bachman. According to police, Diaz paid a person who still remains unidentified a $1,500 fee to gun down her stepfather. Diaz could face anywhere from 6 to 12 years in prison. Customers of the Cunningham Sugarloaf Joint Municipal Authority will be seeing a bill increase to help pay for a new plant. The sewage treatment plant is expected to cost $6.7 million and will be built to keep up with current and future sewage flows. Plans outlined for pipeline construction on Route 93 to the Pilot Travel Center and Motel 6. Also, extending a pipeline along part of Sugarloaf Avenue would provide connections for homes with septic systems. Monthly sewer bills are expected to increase in phases from $50 to $85 over the next 7 years. Monthly rates paid by customers would rise by $5 a year over the 7-year time period. Estimated calculations show the joint authority taking 20 years to pay off a loan. According to plan estimates, building the new plant will cost over $467,000 a year in debt payments. A former district press secretary from PennDOT announced he's leaving his position to run for office. James May plans to seek the Republican nomination for state representative of the 114th District. The seat is currently held by Bridget Kozorowski of Waverly. May started his position with PennDOT back in March of 2011. He said he hopes to continue serving as an advocate to the men and women of Pennsylvania in a different capacity. A United States representative announced he will be seeking another term in office. Democratic Congressman Matt Cartwright from Moosic, who represents the 8th Congressional District, is seeking his 5th two-year term. The announcement was made Friday during a rally at the Greenwood Hose Company. 6 Republicans have also announced plans to run against Cartwright for the seat. A Schuylkill County man was arrested for the same offense twice in 1 week. State police at Frackville pulled over a Toyota 4Runner Sunday being driven by 42-year-old Wesley Grubb. Grubb was placed under arrest for suspicion of driving under the influence. Last Tuesday, state police at Schuylkill Haven responded to an incident where Grubb was involved in an argument on the shoulder of a road in Newcastle Township. Police found a clear baggie of suspected meth in his vehicle. Grubb faces DUI charges in that Schuylkill County incident as well. Coming up on WYLN News, a spicy ribbon cutting at the Laurel Mall this morning, plus Camp Cadet signups. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We might see some showers tomorrow morning, but temperatures in the 50s, clouds Wednesday, and temperature drops the rest of the week. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square. Wyln TV 35 and the Hazleton unit of the American Cancer Society present the 42nd annual telethon. 42 determined to find a cure through all we do. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at Premier Catering and Events at Genetti Ballrooms, 1345 North Church Street in Hazel Township. The telethon is made possible each year by these sponsors.
The ribbon was cut for the latest J. Zapata location this morning at the Laurel Mall. Our Rhino Sashi has the details.
I didn't do it by myself.
Mexican food enthusiasts can now stop by the Laurel Mall to order from J. Zapata's newest location. Although it opened in December, the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce and J. Zapata business owner Ricardo Santos cut the ribbon this morning to officially introduce the newest authentic Mexican food location at the Laurel Mall. This is Ricardo's second stationary location on top of his J. Zapata food trucks. You may recognize Ricardo from his yellow food trucks and the show he has with us right here on WYLN, Cooking with J. Zapata. Ricardo's very happy with opening his newest location, as well as all the support he's receiving from the community.
But I'm happy that we are here. I'm happy that people are giving us the chance to know who we are, what we are known for. Flavor, consistency, flavor. But I'm happy that we are here on the mall. We want the mall not to fade. We want to be indoors too, and we're expanding, we're growing. But I couldn't do it by myself. But I thank everybody for the support. Really, I appreciate it very much. And stop at the mall, check us out.
Ricardo blends his personality with his authenticity throughout his menu.
On the menu we have tacos, burritos, quesadillas, nachos, tostadas, tamales, tortas, tacos, americanos, mexicanos. We have everything. I mean, as we grow, we're gonna have a building, more building, big restaurants, we're gonna make it big. So this is our menu at the moment.
Ricardo's glad the chamber is behind him with not only his business, but for this special day.
When people come and support, not just supporting me as a human being, supporting a business. So the support from the chamber is a good thing because that makes us part of the community. They care.
So come on down to the Laurel Mall and stop by at J. Zapata's. Ricardo will be happy to make you some delicious, authentic Mexican food because cooking is his passion.
Concentrate on what you want and find your true passion. This is Ricardo Santos from J. Zapata. See you later.
Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Rhino Sachi.
Thanks, Ryan. The Wolf administration is highlighting dangers that drones pose in emergency situations. Our Julie Stefanovich has more on what drone operators are asked to be on the lookout for.
With over 1.5 million drones registered in the United States alone, concerns over their use and safety have come to the forefront. They are being used in many aspects from recreational to military applications. We may not think of it, but drones can pose a danger to helicopters in emergency situations. That's why Governor Tom Wolf's administration is focusing on the potential dangers. There are 81 licensed air ambulances in the state, and over 21,000 calls for service were placed in 2019.
For our air ambulance providers, they're working each day to help those who are dealing with serious, life-threatening concerns where every minute could be the difference between life and death. This is why it's so incredibly important to keep our airspace safe. Whether you are operating a drone for recreational or commercial use, as previously mentioned, there are laws, FAA laws, that state that drones cannot interfere with emergency response activities.
An EMS helicopter cannot take off or land if there's a drone in the vicinity. That being said, it could cause a significant delay in patient care.
In addition, if a drone is in the airspace and were to crash with a helicopter, the damage could be catastrophic. While drones do have many benefits and are being used even by first responders to help survey emergency scenes, we urge drone operators to be aware of regulations and to keep the airspace safe at any emergency scene.
PennDOT has established a committee that will identify the department's plan to utilize drone technology and to provide guidance for the use of drones on PennDOT projects.
We are extremely excited about this new technology, and we'll continue to work with FAA, other Commonwealth agencies, and other key stakeholders to further explore operational efficiencies from employing drones.
It is important that drone operators need to understand that official emergency response activities take priority over the user's personal attempts to collect video or pictures from an accident or incident scene.
However, when the use of UAVs or drones is not coordinated with public safety operations, or UAVs are flown over incidents by individuals not directly involved in the response, they pose significant risks to emergency responders and the public and can potentially delay rescue or care of individuals in need of assistance. This is usually done by individuals who do not know or are not familiar with the emergency services operations, or they're not familiar with the rules and regulations that govern drone or UAV operations.
For more information on drones, you can visit the Federal Aviation Administration at FAA.gov. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. 26 dogs and puppies are looking for forever homes at the Carbon County Animal Shelter. The county is again designating February as Love a Dog for Life Month, cutting the $100 adoption fee in half with the hopes of encouraging people to bring a new best friend into their lives. Winter months usually have the fewest adoptions, and the shelter appreciates the county reducing the fee to give people an incentive to welcome a dog into their homes. Adoptions will remain at $50 through the end of February. The shelter is open Tuesday to Friday from 10 to 3:30 and Saturday from 10 to 1:30. Be sure to call ahead at 570-325-4828. Applications for the 2020 State Police Troop Ends Camp Cadet are now being accepted. The week-long co-ed camp is designed to give young people a better understanding of law enforcement through activities in a structured state police training school atmosphere. The camp will be held this year at Penn State Hazleton from Sunday, July 12th through Friday, July 17th. Eligible future cadets must be 12 to 14 years of age and reside within Troop N's jurisdiction, which includes Lower Luzerne, Carbon, Columbia, and Montour counties. Accepted applicants only pay a $20 administration fee for the camp. Anyone interested must submit an application no later than March 31st. To obtain an application and get more information, you can visit troopncampcadet.com. Coming up on Iron Triangle's News Choice, details on a musical celebration of the life of one local musician and community in you. Plus, spring's coming early. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we'll be featuring on our show. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo and his co-host, Alan Giannetti, welcome you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good food. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today our special guest is Joelle Whitner, who's here to talk about Magnum Opus, a very special benefit for one local musician who recently passed, Matt the Maestro Magasco.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about, what he was to the community, what he left behind, and how many people he's inspired through his music.
Well, I can tell you that he inspired countless people musically. He was a pioneer musician in the area. He was one of the most well-known keyboard players and was involved with many, many musical acts. He was an accordion player, he was a sax player, but mostly he was a keyboard player. And he would take people under his wing and he would make them into something that he saw that they could be. He would mold them. And I think, as I said, countless people he has touched the lives of. So we're here to give back to him.
That's fantastic. Now, along the lines of giving back, let's get the where, when, and the how.
Sure. The benefit is going to be at the Tresco Fire Hall, in Tresco obviously, on February 16th. We start at 1 o'clock and we go until 9:30. There are 10 different bands slated for the day, duos and bands. All of the musical acts are coming forward as volunteers and giving a little bit of their time to give back to Matt's family. And the how, we just knew that we needed to get together to make a difference for someone who made a difference for us.
Now, this benefit not only benefits the family, but it also kind of eases the family on the medical expenses that they had to go through. Tell me a little bit about that journey and what they had to go through.
Certainly. The last few years, Matt was on a decline because of diabetes. He had a lot of issues, right down to losing some limbs, and the absolute worst thing that could have happened was losing his ability to play his instrument. Matt was truly the maestro. He could play anything, chart anything, and was an incredible friend to boot. And when he lost his ability to play, I think he kind of just felt there was nothing left for him.
Right.
Because Matt gave so much to other people, he did not have insurance, as most musicians and artists don't have. We're kind of starving artists. And so he did not have insurances to cover everything, and the expenses were so great that what he did have didn't cover everything. So they were left with quite a bit of medical expenses and funeral expenses that we're trying to help cover the cost of.
Which I'm sure you guys will be completely successful at. Tons of bands at this event, and
Absolutely.
It's coming up in February. So is there anything else that you really want to hit home with viewers right now before the event?
Not really. I just want to say that for $10, which is a donation that goes right to the family, you can purchase a ticket to the event. All of the food and the drinks will go to the Tresco Fire Hall, and we thank them very much for allowing us to be housed there. It turned out to be a little bigger than we expected, and they were very gracious. But the $10 donation will go to the Magasco family, as well as any money spent on tricky trays and extra donations.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today to talk a little bit about this event and get into a little of the nitty-gritty.
Sure.
And thank you everyone watching out there. Remember, Magnum Opus, February 16th, 1 to 9:30 at Tresco Fire Hall. Be sure to come out and support Matt, the Maestro Magastro, his family, and support a fantastic cause. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Churras. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Churras Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Whitetail Preserve has an immediate opening for a chef. Please call 570-455-4251, extension 1378 for details. Attention, WYLN viewers. WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazelton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Well, it's official. Spring is right around the corner. Why? Because Pennsylvania's most famous groundhog did not see a shadow. On Sunday, Punxsutawney Phil made his 134th prediction and declared that spring will be early, it's a certainty. The annual event gets its origin through a German legend that says if a furry rodent casts a shadow during February's second sunrise, winter continues for 6 more weeks. If not, spring comes early. In reality, Phil's prediction is decided ahead of time on the tiny hill of Gobbler's Knob just outside Punxsutawney. According to records dating back to 1887, 6 more weeks of winter has been predicted more than 100 times, making this year's forecast a rare one. For the first time in 50 years, the Kansas City Chiefs come out on top after defeating the San Francisco 49ers during a fourth quarter rally Sunday night. Chiefs quarterback and MVP of the night, Patrick Mahomes, hit 2 long passes on touchdown drives for a 31-20 victory Sunday night over the 49ers. This is the first NFL title Andy Reid took home as a head coach in his 2-decade career. After throwing 2 interceptions, Mahomes suddenly recaptured his mojo and executed some fourth quarter magic to lift the Chiefs to victory. 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan saw the fourth quarter meltdown from his team. They had nothing left to give and ultimately fell to the Chiefs. Kansas City can now add a Vince Lombardi trophy to the Lamar Hunt trophy earned with the AFC crown. Get ready. Our sports crew will be bringing you its final week of live regular season high school basketball coverage. Tomorrow night, the Dallas Mountaineers travel here to take on the Hazleton area Cougars. So, pencil us in for 7:30 tomorrow night as we bring you live boys high school basketball action right here and only here on WYLN TV. And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WYLNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. Look at today's weather is next on Wyln TV.